Hello, magical one. Today, I really want to talk about how to keep your creative power fired up. And the first thing you might be asking yourself is, why do I want to keep my, creative power fired up? And the short answer is that it's basically life force. You're going to keep being alive through it by nurturing that creative power through the little suggestions I have for you here today. You can just really be in that place of having this strong life force energy moving through you. And as such, you have an easier time connecting to the universe and manifesting with the universe. When your creative power is fired up, you're always in your sacred position of a divine creatrix. You're always in that position of creating your world around you and nurturing yourself and really pushing yourself into the highest version of you that you can be. So this is why it's super important, and this is why I'm talking about this today. So let's dive in. Oh, just a thing I wanted to mention before. So I'm talking about a lot of things, and you will see some of them are not necessarily in doing, and that is a huge blessing, okay? So a lot of those things might be also in receiving, and that is also part of your creative power. It's not necessarily that you want to do and use that energy only to achieve things. You also want to be able to receive through it. So you're going to see that some of these things are pointing to that. So allow yourself right now to just be in receptive mode of all of that is coming to you now. So a first thing that I absolutely love to nurture the creative power is learning something new. It's always so motivating to touch something else. It keeps, it brings your brain alive. You start to think about ideas, and, in your creative center, everything is moving as well to try and manifest and bring about and birth something new. Even if it doesn't actually come to anything, it still gets that energy flow that you keep in connection with the universe at all times. So it is super, super inspirational to do that. And it could be related to your work. It could be related to a new hobby you might have. So maybe you're a very analytical person and you do a very analytical job. Well, maybe you might want to go and take a pottery class or something and learn a new worldview through that, right? So learning something new is, of course, a sure way of firing up our creative power. The second thing is change your routine. This is the most easy, simple thing that you can do. I'm hoping that I'm suggesting things that are easy today, but this one is a very simple one. Just take a different route to get to work or at your favorite supermarket or to visit your friends or family members. And just allow yourself to be like, oh, I'm doing this, this road every day, but now I'm taking this new one. I'm discovering my city in a new light, and that just brings a lot of aliveness into your creative power that serves your whole being. And another thing to remember, when we are serving our creative power, we are nurturing our whole health. It keeps us more connected spiritually, emotionally. We're more balanced. It keeps us just in our mental health. So like, going for a new road to your workplace might be like, oh my gosh, I feel so like alive right now. It's just something so new that that is so simple to add. And of course, it helps our vitality, our physical body, and everything moving around us. So these are very simple things that can have a huge shift in your life. Another thing is be with people that inspire you. Join a new collective of people. And maybe you have a friend that is always so inspiring and motivating to you. You want to go to those people. You want to be around them as much as you can when you feel especially a bit depleted. So this is where you want to go. Those times that you feel most depleted, you want to go for sure. Or join a new group of people, like a new interest, maybe that new course or hobby you were doing. Maybe you want to discuss it with people and see what's coming up. Maybe it's a mastermind you're joining to talk about subjects that you're passionate about and that you can share with others, and that these connections are just nourishing your creative power all the way. Also, just being in nature. I just did it earlier. I just went and lied down in the sun on the ground, and it was wonderful. I felt depleted from my morning and what I had done before, and just like that, I felt like coming alive again. And that is the power of nature, because we are so connected energetically. They just replenish us. Nature just replenishes completely as we are just imbued in it and in it, around it. It could be just a park, on your new road to your office. Maybe it's a new park that you're visiting every day. that is surrounded by trees that you can enjoy and feel the aliveness from, that feeds you in return. Do something spontaneous or unexpected for you, or just plain funky. I don't know, maybe it's it could be something like, I don't know, at bath time for your kids, instead of the same thing, you just can throw them in the bath with bubbles and just, but they're fully clothed, and they will laugh and you will laugh, and laughing and humor is another great way to bring about a deep nourishment of your creative power. So doing unexpected things for yourself and with your family and your loved ones is a great way to do that. And also just bringing, again, that humor and fun aspect of life that we sometimes forget in the day-to-day. So it's really, really important to try and bring that fun in as well. Rest deeply, and I mean rest into something that nourishes your soul, that is not numb-minding. Okay, you don't want to forget about the tiredness you might be feeling. You want to really deeply nourish all of your being through it. Whatever it means for you, I don't know. It could be a daily little practice of meditations. Maybe it's 5-15 minutes in the morning or in the evening, or both. Or maybe it's letting yourself enjoy a full day of just reading a great book. And depending on your situation, maybe that means, automated response for the day, and you're like taking yourself just a hotel room for yourself and just reading that book, away from everything else. Just allow yourself to be in that deep rest is super important to regenerate your creative power, and then be able to receive it from all those inputs that I'm suggesting. Another thing to do is, of course, as you remain open in all of that, you will receive so much. But it's following really like the joy, things that bring you joy. Maybe it's spending times with certain loved ones that you have. Maybe it's volunteering to walk the dogs at the SPCA close to you. It's whatever brings you joy. If it's camping, go camping. If you haven't painted in a while and you're a painter and you haven't done it in a while and you feel depleted, well, maybe that's the best way you can bring back that joy and that aliveness and that nourishing that creative power. I have also this little beautiful practice that is my last little tip, and it's just about connecting to your womb. So as a woman, you can just, put your hands over your womb and love her. That's your creative power. That's where everything's at. And you just put your hand over and you just love her. You can put a timer, 5 minutes of like just being with her and just repeating, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I'm saying this and it seems like very like, oh my gosh, what is this really? I'm telling you, it works, okay? I do it for myself all the time. Just going straight to the creative center that we have as women and nourishing it with all the love that we have, honestly, for just 5 minutes, you will see and you will feel how she will replenish, and she will replenish your whole being at the same time. It is super, super, super powerful as a practice. And then you might want to go and love other parts of your body. You might want to go in general self-love for yourself, and know that your own love is so nourishing to yourself, because it means that you have that compassion, that flow, internal flow with yourself, and then the universe can help replenish you at the same time. So these are very simple things that I hope you can benefit from and have ideas of how you can, integrate them in your daily routine, and just really experience a different way of going about and nourishing and repowering and firing up that creative power, so that you can always be the best version of you in the world, because we need it. We need your magic, and it starts there. So let me know if this was helpful and which of these suggestions you might try first. Okay, take care, magical one.